Hey everybody, it's me Johnny. Today I'm going to continue re-showing my collection, and now we're in the 1970s. So I'm about to get started in a minute. I'm gonna give some information along the way, try to be brief, maybe state stuff that's rare and what to look for. So let's get started. So this is the first one from what I understand from 1970, and for the most part they're probably in order. So, but this is the first one I think of 1970, and that one's Let's Be Friends. I have this one in the shrink. Original. I had this one for a lot of years. I know that. So, and then I have another copy of it, unopened original. It's actually an embossed promo. It's hard to see, but it's there. Maybe if I get the light on it right, you can see it very faintly. It's hard because it's on a black cover, but yeah, so this is my unopened copy of it. Let's Be Friends. Alright, so my next one is February 1970 on Stage. This is one of my favorite albums too. But this is a little bit more sought after, but this is around another transition period in RCA. They started to go away from the rigid vinyl and go into the flexi vinyl, which is lighter, and the rigid being more thick and heavy. So this is the rigid version of it. I think some plants started doing the more flexible vinyl. It wasn't called Dynaflex yet, though, from what I understand. So, I think. But this is the rigid version with the thicker vinyl I have. So check yours out. See if you have the rigid vinyl. I think it's a little bit more sought after. So, on Stage. Alright, next is one of two box sets he came out with within a span of like 2 years. This is the volume 1 of Worldwide 50 Gold Award Hits, volume 1. So yeah, and it has, bonus was with a photo book. There was 2 variations, and I have both of them. I showed it in a binder I had a couple of videos ago. So, showing my stuff. 4 LP set. And this box is in good shape. Some of these box sets are hard to find. They're usually beat to shit. Excuse my language. Sometimes they break, because it opens like a box. So, but this one's in pretty good shape. Little signs of wear, but not anything crazy. So, and the spine's still good. So, volume 1 with the box set hits. Alright, next is another Camden release. This is Almost in Love. It still has a shrink, has the original sticker, as you can see. And I think, yes, this is the rigid version. This is the rigid version of it. And I think it was this one too, where there was a mistake in one of the titles. I don't know if I have it. I'll have to listen to this album to really tell you. On the track in here, Stay Away Joe, I think it's really just supposed to be the song Stay Away. But I'm not sure. I'm going to have to look at that now. But yeah, this is the rigid version. In the shrink. The hype sticker. Or the price sticker, I'm sorry. Alright. Then we have the Camden version of Elvis's original Christmas album. With the bonus track at the time was Mama Like the Roses. Oh. Excuse me. Let me do that again. This is the Camden release of Elvis' Christmas album. It has, the 1957 tracks. And also has If Every Day Was Just Like Christmas, which was released on single in like 66. And then the bonus track was Mama Like the Roses from the B-side of The Wonder of You. So there you go. I'm trying to do this naturally, So, yeah. Alright, and here's a separated version from the 2 LP set of Elvis back in Memphis. I do not have the in-person. Maybe eventually I'll get it. I'm trying to wait for it in good shape. But this is back in Memphis. So, this is a very good album too. It's one from those 1969 sessions he did. Some material from there. Okay. Now we're getting closer to going to the flexi vinyl, but this, this is Elvis, That's the Way It Is, and I have the rigid version of it, of the vinyl. I'm still in the shrink. See? It has that line on the label. But yeah, this is the rigid version, which is getting harder to find. I see this go for eBay on eBay a lot now. But I mean, that's eBay. What do you expect? So that's the way it is. Alright, this is from 1971. Elvis Country. In the shrink, the hype sticker advertised the bonus photo, which I have. And this too is also rigid. So, very hard to find a rigid vinyl. So yeah. Elvis Country. Good stuff. Here's another Camden release of You'll Never Walk Alone in the shrink. I have a lot of his albums in the shrink. In the 70s especially. Okay, this next album, he gets a lot of shit for. And you know what? I mean, yes, it's not one of his best albums of the 1970s, but it's not horrible. I mean, I get why people don't like it, I think. But there's a few songs I enjoy. This is Love Letters from Elvis. A lot of people don't like this album. It didn't do very good neither when it came out. So, I guess people didn't really like it then. But yeah, Love Letters. So, still in the shrink. Alright, another Camden release in the shrink. Come On Everybody. You know, that's always been my dad's favorite Elvis song. It's kind of funny. He's funny when he sings it. Alright, here's volume 2 of Worldwide Gold Award Hits of the box set. And it comes with a bonus cloth swab, which I have. There's like 4 or 6 very different cloth swabs. And then there's a poster, which I do not have. I run into it. I really don't want to buy the whole box set again, you know, and just have a shitty box set laying around. But this one's in good shape. It's just missing that, you know, so. And this was like first major box sets of Elvis hits. So. Okay. Next in the shrink, Camden release of I Got Lucky. Alright, here's in the shrink of The Wonderful World of Christmas, advertising the bonus postcard, which I have. And this is an embossed promo also. Maybe you can see it right there. It's very nice. Good album too. Alright, here's Elvis now. Like I said, I think in my last video, he has a lot of black covers. They're very hard to find in good shape, but I've been pretty lucky. I try to be patient, wait for good condition. But yeah, this is Elvis now. There you go. You know, I tell you what, I didn't really appreciate Elvis's 70s music until very later on. I want to say about 5 or 6 years ago. And I've been liking Elvis forever. Here's He Touched Me. Oh, you know what? I forgot to pick up, because I have 2 copies of this. So, there you go. His last gospel album of his life. I have a sealed copy of it too, unopened. If you have one with the Grammy sticker on the shrink, man, it's worth a lot. Because you won a Grammy for this too. For, I think, best gospel album. Or something. What's that? Oh, that's for something else. I probably reused the sleeve. There you go. Here's in the shrink, Camden release. Elvis sings hits from his movies. This is volume 1 of it. Alright, here it is. Elvis as recorded at MSG. Another good one. There was a promo set. It was a 2-disc set with the white label. If you ever find that, man, it's worth a lot too. I seen it, I think, once in person. I was in Florida. he wanted a lot, but it was in crappy shape. I mean, maybe if I would have paid that price if it was in better shape. I think he wanted like $250 for it, but yeah. All right, and here is hits from his movies. This is volume 2 of it. This is Burning Love. There's Burning Love's on here, and here's advertising the limited edition photo with it, which I do have. And this is, I think, no, it's not. I was about to say something, forget it. But yeah. And after this, it had a re in the corner. Because, yeah. But it sold a lot because of Burning Love. And it was actually one of Elvis. It just missed #1, Burning Love. It could have been a #1 hit. But yeah. And I think it has a B-side on here too. Alright. Here's another Camden release, which I have 2 of them. So the first one, I had this one for a lot of years. In the shrink. This is Separate Ways. It came with a bonus card, which I do have. So, and I think that's the last album during his life. This is the last album during his life that something came with an insert. So, Separate Ways. And here is my unopened copy, which I got for dumb cheap. A few years back, unopened, and it's an embossed promo. See, and I guess they put it in there like that. I seen it like this with other people who have this, so it must be correct. I think I only paid like $5 for this at a record show. But you know, like I said, I think for the most part, Elvis doesn't sell a lot, or he's cheap down here. You know, like I said before. Okay, I just showed this one recently on my spotlight on Aloha. But here's in the shrink of Aloha from Hawaii via satellite. And here's, it's really called Elvis, but people call it the Fool album. See? It's really called Elvis though. But he already had an album called Elvis. 2 of them. So here you go, the Fool album. And this is actually a promo also. It's not in the shrink, but there it is right there. Had this one for a lot of years too. Here's another promo I have of Raised on Rock. This is around the time when Elvis recorded in Stack Studios. I want to say maybe some material from there. See, this is a promo too. There it is right there. There's a term for that type of promo. I can't remember what it's called or how you say it. Alright, here's Having Fun on Stage with Elvis. This is a RCA version. There's a boxcar label version, which was kind of like Colonel Parker's thing, which they sold that one only at concerts. So if you have it, it's worth a lot. And I think, I want to say RCA put a stop to it because it like invaded probably some terms, you know, maybe with a contract or something. So yeah, so it was very short lived, and it had a white label and it says boxcar, but it's the same material. And I seen bootlegs having different volumes of this, maybe like 4 volumes. But yeah. All right, and this starts volume 1. This is the start of. Well, yeah, these are out of order a little bit because I know this came out in '73 and those came out a little later. Okay. Well, this is volume 1 of Legendary Performer. This is one of 4 volumes that was released, going even after his death. So I'll probably show those in another video. So, volume 1. And it comes with a booklet and in it and stuff. And at the time, stuff that was unreleased. Alright, here's Good Times. This is another promo I have. So, I'll show you. Boom. Talk about the good times. I think that's how the song goes. Here is Elvis recorded live on stage in Memphis. I used to have a promo of this, but I got rid of it. It was embossed, but I got rid of it because it wasn't in good shape. I mean, call me crazy, but yeah. Yeah, this ain't it. Yeah, I got rid of it years ago. So, Maybe I should have still kept it. I don't know. It's okay. But they released this on FTD and as a legacy edition, which is a hell of a lot better than the original. Doesn't have overdubbed crowds, and it's a complete show. All right, here's another good one. I had it for a lot of years. And this is around a transition period of the label, I think. Well, I know there's another version of this, but this version's hard to find. But this is Promised Land on the orange label. I think it's a little bit hard to find. I could be wrong. But it could be the Hollywood pressing. I'm not sure. I would have to look, but I don't want to look right now because I'm making good timing. But I know a release that's coming up is hard to find on the orange label. Because it was another transition period for RCA. All right, this is I think it's a little budget. I feel like it's not Camden, but it's a little budget release of his hits called Pure Gold. This is in the shrink. I just acquired this recently. So there you go. All right, this is the one that's hard to find in the orange label because it was a transition period for RCA. This is Elvis Today. I wish I had the orange label. I ran into it, I think, once, but it was in such crap shape. I didn't buy it. And I think if it's the orange label, that means it's like from the Hollywood plant. So, yeah, this has a hype sticker in the shrink, advertising Trouble, which was later covered by Travis Tritt, the country singer. Which that's a good version, too. Alright, this is volume 2 of A Legendary Performer. With the booklet and everything in it. And this is Sun Sessions. This is still in the shrink at the time. This is really the first time RCA compiled his Sun years together. And I want to say they compiled this because it was hard to get Elvis in the studio at the time. So, there you go. That's a black label. But it's original. Alright, here, I acquired this one really recently. This is, well, I had it for a long time, but I replaced it. But this is a better one I have. This is from Elvis Presley Boulevard in Memphis, Tennessee, recorded live. When I was a kid, I thought this was a live album. I'm like, oh, it's another live album, but it's not. And it's in the shrink with the hype sticker, advertising Hurt and For the Heart, which are good songs. So, there you go. And then here's another one. This is like a little compilation. This is Welcome to My World. There you go. Alright, next is his last album of his life. I have 2 copies. Excuse me. This is my open copy of Moody Blue. Of course, everybody knows if you have the black vinyl from 77 is rare. It's not really worth a damn, this album. Because it sold so many, but it was his last. But a lot of people thought it'd be worth more in the future. So if you have an unopened copy, like I do, I have an unopened in the shrink, with the hype sticker. I think at the time, a lot of people bought this and kept it unopened because they thought it'd be worth money in the future. But so many people did that, it's not worth money. It really is like a $20 album. Maybe $25, but it's whatever. But yeah, and since I'm making good time, I just want to say, yeah, so, and there's a 1980, I think this was repressed in 1980 on black vinyl, and apparently that's just as rare as the one in 77. Probably because they didn't print a lot in 1980 because it sold so much when it originally came out. And I know where I can get that, and I may get it very soon from a guy. He had it for a long time. Let's see if I can get a deal on it. But yeah. Alright, so this is his last album. And you know what? That's the end of my albums of the 1970s. So thank you for watching. And stay tuned for my 45s of the 1970 coming up. Alright? So I'll see you guys soon. Bye.